3rd and 3. Lawrence floating for the end zone. Washington with the catch on 3rd and 5. Nick's looking that direction for the end zone. Drops it in to Cortland.
The first score for each team on the day. You got your whiteboard out. You're going to diagram exactly what happened when Trevor Lawrence went to Parker, Washington, and then Bo Nix hit Cortland Sutton.
It's amazing. I always, you see fade routes all day, the outside receiver, an X receiver near the sideline trying to run a fade versus press coverage. He gets pushed to the sideline and you run out of space. I was fortunate to have a guy, Eric Molds. I put him in the slot and ran slot fades. When I was in Calgary, it was always Alan Pitts was my star. That guy in the slot is so dangerous. Right. And what happens is now you're running a fade route from inside and you've got all this space out here. So even if it's perfect coverage, the ball can always be put over the outside shoulder and you have a place to put the ball. Now in Trevor Lawrence's touchdown, it was perfect coverage. So he decides to I'm going to throw a laser and get the ball there before the DB can get his head around, slings a line drive to his receiver, bang, just right over the head of the defender. Perfect. Not perfect throw, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
You can throw a line drive, you can lay it over the top, or you can put it anywhere to the outside. And I loved doing it to the short side of the field. And this, you try to move your receiver inside, put it back on the outside, and this guy's got to come underneath right now. So there's no danger of a defender falling off. On the wide side of the field, now you've got even more space. I didn't like it to the wide side as much because the ball was in the air a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
But to the wide side, when Denver did it, the corner was so far off and inside that he just ran away from him horizontally. And there was width separation. And he just throws the ball out here and 10 yards away from a defender. And the great thing is that even if it is a blitz, an all-out blitz, and you bring the safety out of the middle, quarterback can drift and just lay it up. Pass protection's never a problem. This is what I say about the quarterback beating blitz with his arm.
Right.
Yeah, you can have unblocked guys, and you're still lobbing the ball down the field. You got all this space to the outside to put it. And they went back-to-back touchdowns in that game. I thoroughly enjoy that stuff. I love seeing just use the space of the field. It's not a complicated play. It's just one-on-one, and all of a sudden, okay, here comes the blitz. I'm putting it up outside. Then my big-time receiver make the play.
So for those listening, Doug's basically diagramming the wide side receivers to the right side of the formation, and his point is, hey, look, the quarterback can kind of drift to his right, and Milt, as the receiver there, you're eyeing the corner more than you're eyeing the safety or anybody else on a play like that?
Well, the main thing, and Doug spoke of it, especially when you're on the short side, the one thing you can't do is you just can't run wide and leave the quarterback not much space as far as the sideline goes. So you want to try to get upfield and stack that defender as much as you can so you can leave as much space as you can for that quarterback. And then after that, the thing you want to do is you want to locate the ball with your eyes right away, but locate the ball with your hands at the last second. Because the moment you put up your hands, that's when the DB is going to react. But if you put it up at that last second, hey, the best thing the DB is going to do, they're going to turn into a referee because the only thing is going to be, they're going to decide if the touchdown counts. So you want to stack that DB, leave plenty of room for the quarterback if he wants to throw it behind you or throw it outside, and don't put up your hands to the last second. If you can do those three things, there's a great chance you're going to score a touchdown.
So is that what they talk about, the quarterback to receiver chemistry, just knowing for a receiver how the football is getting to you? And Doug, as the quarterback, making sure I'm putting it in the spot where I know my receiver is going to pull his hands out at the last minute.
I relate it to feeding the post in basketball. There's always somewhere to put the ball. You can put it down low. You can lay it up high. You can put it over the back shoulder, the guy baseline. There's going to be a spot. So what happens is if the corner is in great position and high on the receiver, expect the back shoulder, expect the ball to be a line drive back shoulder up here. If Milt said the receiver does a great job of stacking, now it's going to be somewhere over the top. It might, if he crushes them, it's straight over the top. If it's close, it's outside shoulder over the top. And it's just a feel of where that defender is, how much space you got the outside. And that's why I love it from the slot. You've got a lot more space to the outside, so you always have a place to throw it.
Which is probably why quarterbacks have their favorite receivers or their security blankets, right? 3rd and down, you got to get it down, we saw on Monday night, Brock Purdy over and over went to George Kittle. He knows what he's getting with that pass catcher and how he likes to go about his business. Real quick, Doug, I know you talked a lot about Eric Moulds being your guy in Buffalo. How does that chemistry get developed? Is it in practice? Are you taking time away from the field to kind of talk things through? How does that work, Milt, with quarterback receiver to build that chemistry?
Well, it happens over time. It helps when you're Eric Moulds. You're a big, strong guy who can go up and make plays. That makes life easier for a quarterback because he knows he has a guy who he can depend on. He can throw it just about anywhere. And the catch radius for a guy like Eric Moulds, it's all over the place. He can make that strong catch when those little guys are on him. When a bigger guy is on him, he can make the adjustment also and make it. So it happens over time, and you have to have an athletic guy who can go up and make plays. Very rarely, let's be honest, is it a small guy because their catch radius is just not that. It's not that great. So you want that big, strong guy who can go up and make that strong catch.
Yeah, the little guys have to create separation. The little guys have to get separated. Big guys don't necessarily. Eric Moulds and I, during the offseason, you're working routes, you're doing all that. But we also played a lot of basketball together.
Yep.
We hung out. I was throwing alley-oops to him, like, just throw it up, let Eric go get it. He could have played in the NBA. He had an outside jumper, and he could jump out of the gym and slam. It was so anyway, we built a relationship off the field as well.
It also helps when your quarterback is buying you great presents around Christmas, and I'm sure Doug did that for his guys.
Troy Aikman was talking about it last night. Dan Marino bought Isotoner gloves. I thought the guys they were brand new at the time. The DVD players were just the portable ones just coming out.
Yeah.
Now they're buying cars.
Contracts
through the roof.
When you're making $2 million a game, you can buy cars, so it doesn't matter.
Guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is Flutie versus Stiegel. Every week, Doug and Milt drop their picks. We talk NFL storylines. They share locker room stories. And we also talk Christmas gifts.